women are buying more homes, you say. Then we hear Melinda Gates say women are in a moment of crisis. What is the disconnect?
The economy is just so unequal right now. The people who were able to buy homes before the pandemic started, for the most part, are still able to buy homes, especially if they've kept their jobs, if they work in a tech heavy field where they're working remotely. Now is really the time to buy because they're working from home and they want more space. And women are included in that. They are taking advantage of low mortgage rates and buying up homes.
So they're going to Detroit, Providence, Boston. They're leaving San Francisco and San Jose. Why?
Well, San Francisco, San Jose, to begin with, already had a really low share of women buying homes. The industry there, it's tech heavy, it's software heavy, and those tend to be male dominated fields. So the people who earn the most money there tend to be men, and they're the ones buying homes. In a place like Boston, though, it's more biotech focused, more medicine focused, and there are a lot of high earning women, single women, who buy homes there.
So does this have something to do with Silicon Valley maybe being a little bit of a brotopia?
I think that is exactly right. And I think there are a lot of people, women included, who only really live there because of the job opportunities. And with remote work, it's opening up all new opportunities for places to buy homes. Some women are looking to the suburbs to get more space, and some women are leaving the Bay Area altogether, going to Sacramento, that's more affordable, or going to Austin, Phoenix, some of these other secondary tech hubs.
Now, looking at the real estate market more broadly, there is record low inventory, and you actually say this is a horrible time to buy a home. Why is that?
Well, it's really tough out there for buyers. You might be facing multiple offers. We've heard stories of buyers coming up against 12 other offers and the home going for $100,000 over listing price. And that is really upsetting if you're a first time home buyer just trying to get your first home. If you're putting less than 20% down, it's going to be really tough. People with all cash are really winning right now, and experienced buyers are the ones that are winning.
Now, I'd love for you to share a little bit of your personal story because you lived in Seattle, where Redfin is based. You've now moved to Wisconsin, where I assume you can buy a lot more with less. You thought it was temporary. It's become permanent. I wonder how many people out there are really like you, and if we're going to see a fundamental population redistribution, or if things will drift back to the way they were, which is congregating in cities over time.
Yeah, so my story, I think a lot of people are going through this. I was one of the people who was able to keep my job through the pandemic. I actually had a baby at the beginning of the pandemic, so I was on maternity leave for the first half, and then I came back to work, was working from home, and I really liked it. And, with a young baby, and I also have a toddler, I really wanted to be close to family. So me and my family, we moved out to Wisconsin, which is where my in-laws are, and we're living in this lake town, the beautiful resort area. So I get to enjoy, the beautiful scenery and be close to family. And I'm working from home and get to spend more time with my family. So it's really a win-win for me. I know other people, they are struggling through this pandemic, but we found a way to kind of make it work and make the best out of this really strange situation.
And yet, with folks going back to the office, the demand, the pressure to feel like you have to return to the office is going to start creeping up on people. I know people are already feeling it. And so I wonder, do you think we're going to see a fundamental population redistribution or not? Ultimately, are folks going to return to the cities in droves as fast as they left?
I think there's going to be a split. There's going to be a bifurcation. Some people who want to work remotely, especially if they're in an in-demand field, will be able to continue. If not with their current employer, there are plenty of job openings right now in tech-heavy sectors for remote workers. So if you want to work remotely, you'll probably be able to keep doing it. And there'll be some offices that really want people to be in the office, and there's some people who prefer that. So they'll sort into those jobs. I don't think it's going to be one or the other, but I do think remote work will be a larger portion of how people work going forward.